Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for today, Friday, December 13th, into and through the weekend. With the cards, we're starting out or have an overall energy of this. This is not very exciting. I mean, a lot of people actually like the Four of Cups. It's just not one of my favorites. I don't hate it, but for me, it's about like just not looking forward to much. You know what I mean? So we have that's going on. Maybe because of the rain and stuff. Because it is raining here in New York. I don't know how it is where you are. Anyway, other than that, we're going to begin with the year 1577 on this Friday the 13th. Maybe that's why things are dismal for some people. Some people don't like Friday the 13th. I love it. Probably because my birthday sometimes falls on Friday the 13th. I think the first Friday the 13th movie came out on like my 10th birthday. So, I always loved that. And until it got stupid, that series. But I love that first one with Jason. He was a little boy, dead. Anyway, we're beginning with the year 1577, which actually equals 11, now that I look at it. And Sir Francis Drake, he set sail from England on a circumnavigation of the world. 1920, the League of Nations establishes the first International Court of Justice in The Hague. 2002, 11/11. Enlargement of the European Union. The European Union announces that Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Poland, Slovakia, and Slovenia will also become members from May 1st, 2004. 2003, former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein is captured near his home, the town of Tikrit, during Operation Red Dawn by U.S. forces. Did you know Francis G. Peace's interferometer at Mount Wilson Observatory is the first to measure the diameter of a star, the Betelgeuse, or Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse. What if it's Beetlejuice? It might be. The name of the star. Anyway, I just told you how to spell it. I don't know how it's pronounced. But that happened. It was measured, and he was the first to measure it, this guy, Francis G. Peace, on this day in the year 1920. Famous birthdays. Henry IV of France. Christopher Plummer, who is 90. Taylor Swift, who is 30. Would you believe Saint Celestine V abdicates the papacy after only 5 months? So he was the 5th. He left being pope. He quit being pope after 5 months. He hoped to return to his previous life as an ascetic hermit. Happened on this day in the year 1294. He said, screw this, I'm out of here. Famous weddings. I can imagine going from being a hermit to a pope. So being in complete seclusion to being like the main man for all like you of the world is like a quantum leap, seriously. Anyway, famous weddings. 862 or 88. Boudouin, Iron Arm and Count of Flanders elopes with Princess Judith, daughter of King Charles of West Francia. 1951. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, 26, weds businessman Dennis Thatcher, 36, at Wesley's Chapel in City Road, London. I wonder if that's named after the Wesley brothers who started the African Methodist Episcopalian Church. Maybe. Anyway, 2003, Italian operatic tenor Luciano Pavarotti, 68, weds Nicoletta Mantovani at Modena, Italy's Teatro, or probably Theater Comunale. Communion Theater, it would be my guess if I had to translate from Italian. Famous divorces. 2001, Oscar-winning actress Kate Winslet, 26, divorces assistant film director Jim Threppleton, 28, due to unreasonable behavior after 3 years of marriage. I wonder what that was. 2010, Dexter actress Jennifer Carpenter, 31, divorces actor Michael C. Hall, 40, due to irreconcilable differences after 2 years of marriage. Famous deaths: Selim II, Samuel Gompers, and Grandma Moses. Well, how could we not read about her? Tomorrow's the anniversary of the death of Vlad the Impaler. Grandma Moses, or Anna Mary Robertson, was a primitive painter. She was a famous American folk artist who didn't start painting until she was 76 years old, 13 of 4, 11. Although interested in art as a child, farming and bringing up 10 children had taken up all of her time until then, until she was 76. She didn't have a break. She took to painting with gusto, producing nearly 1,800 works during her career. So even though she didn't start until she was 76, she painted 1,800 paintings, 1,800. She was discovered in 1938 and had her first solo exhibition in 1940. She became incredibly popular and appeared on both the covers of Time and Life magazine, and her paintings were frequently used on greeting cards. She published her autobiography, My Life's History, in 1952. She was born on September 7th in 1860 in Greenwich, New York, USA, and was a Virgo. She died on December 13th in 1961 at the age of 101. The cause was arteriosclerosis, something similar to MS, which is a disease of the nervous system. Samuel Gompers was the founder of the American Federation of Labor, a key figure in American labor history. Excuse me. He founded the AFL and served as the organization's president from 1886 until his death in 1924. He was born on January 27th in 1850 in London, England, and was an Aquarius. He died on December 13th in 1924 at the age of 74. Selim II was an Ottoman sultan. He was Turkish. He was sultan and head of the empire from the year 1566, or 666, until his death in 1574. Selim was the son of Suleiman the Magnificent and the father of Murad III. He was born on May 28th in 1524. 1524, that is. And May 28th also equals 6. Because it's 5 plus 10. Isn't that funny? Maybe this guy was a demon. I don't know. His birthday equals 666. And the year that he became sultan equals 666 as well. Very interesting. Anyway, he was from Constantinople, Ottoman Empire, and was a Gemini. He died on December 13th in the year 1574 at the age of 50. The cause was a head injury after a fall. Going back up to the birthdays. Taylor Swift is 30. She's a singer and songwriter, a leading contemporary artist in American popular culture, known for her worldwide hit single Love Story, You Belong to Me, Blank Space, and Shake It Off, among many others. While she initially pursued a career in country music, her output transitioned to pop and made her one of the most successful recording artists of the decade. She has sold more than 40 million albums and has won 10 Grammys, among a host of other awards. Her concert tour for the album 1989 was the highest grossing of the decade. She was born on December 13th in 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania, USA, and is 30 years old. Generation Millennial, Chinese zodiac, snake, and star sign Sagittarius. Christopher Plummer is an actor. He's Canadian. In a career that spans 7 decades, he's probably best known for his role as the autocratic widower, Captain George Johannes von Trapp, in the hit 1965 musical film, The Sound of Music. He was born on December 13th in 1929 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and is 90 years old. A silent generation member, also a snake on the Chinese zodiac, and a Sagittarius on the star signs. Lastly, Henry IV of France was the King of France and the first of the French Bourbon kings, succeeding his cousin Henry III, the last of the Valois line, in 1589. Before this, he was King of Navarre in southwest France. In 1572, Protestant Henry married his Catholic cousin Margaret of Valois to help to solidify a peace between Catholic and Protestants during the French Wars of Religion. Instead, it prompted the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, instigated by Catholic leaders. It is likely that more than 5,000 Huguenots were murdered, and Henry himself only just escaped with his life. Henry's succession to the throne of France continued to be contested by the Holy League before his succession and after. Henry only restored peace through various battles, during which he showed strong leadership and courage, and through his conversion to Catholicism in 1593. So he finally gave in, is what that means. The Edict of Nantes in 1598 finally established Catholicism as the official religion of France, but crucially granted Protestants rights and freedoms. To ensure an heir, Henry IV had his marriage to Margaret of Valois annulled and married Marie de Medicis, all the while maintaining an impressive list of mistresses. Henry IV's reign was cut short by his assassination and by a fanatical Roman Catholic in 1610. So even though he became Roman Catholic and made the land Roman Catholic, somebody still killed him. He was born on December 13th in the year 1553 in Pau, Kingdom of Navarre, and was a Sagittarius. He died on May 14th, 55, in the year 1610 at the age of 56. He was assassinated. And he was the last for the day. So, again, we're beginning with this Four of Cups, but first, also romantic dinner, email, and cocktail. So dinner and cocktail always go together nicely. Email might be how the invitation comes. Still romantic dinner. That could come up anytime this weekend, I suppose. It's 50-50. Maybe it will be split, right? Maybe it's like a first date, or you just started dating or something. So it is Dutch, as they say. And spend money. Or maybe that's about the energy, right? Each person has to give 50%. Put forth the effort. So again, we're beginning with this overall energy of the Four of Summer or Cups. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Crowning the masculine today. Oh, very nice. The Sun, Major Arcana card 19. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. And you'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. Major Arcana card 19. The Sun represents the sign of Sagittarius and perhaps other fire signs. I would say Leo next as it relates to the tarot, because the actual Sun, Earth's star, the Sun, rules the sign of Leo. Surrounding the masculine, very nice. The Queen of Summer, compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful that you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. The Queen of Summer is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Sagittarius. No, this is a Sagittarius. Well, maybe they're a Cuspian, actually. Maybe this is about a Sagittarius Scorpio, or Scorpio Sagittarius Cuspian. But yeah, the Queen of Summer is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer is what I meant to say. Or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Could be an older one. Or this can just be a time speaking about being particularly intuitive, like really, really strong intuition working for you. This can be about a mother and son, you know, the Sun and the Queen of Summer being sort of like the mother of all love and emotion as it relates to the tarot, at least. Yeah, this could be a representation of the sun too. The Prince of Spring is passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. Also, a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Maybe even Mars himself or Jupiter himself. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing that you can't handle if you follow your own inner guidance. Crowning the feminine today. The Prince of Autumn, trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. It's important that you make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action steps and get as much accomplished as possible. The Prince of Autumn is a Capricorn. I think this may have something to do with the Capricorn moon, even though we just had the Gemini one, and that one's very super powerful. The last full moon of the decade, even. I don't know. I'm getting something about the Capricorn new moon. Which is December 25th. So something could be initiated today that you have to wait till Christmas Day for. Isn't that cool? That Christmas Day is the new moon. It's bringing new things and gifts, perhaps. Capricorn, at least for us Geminis, it rules our house of shared resources and shared income and stuff too. Shared assets and things. So something could be coming maybe for a family. But the Prince of Autumn is about the need for patience because it's not going to be here tomorrow, but maybe it's something that's starting now. And it's like a slow and steady wins the race thing. Continue manifesting. It's on its way. Surrounding the feminine. Major Arcana card 18, the moon. Didn't I say I felt it had something to do with the Capricorn moon? You see? I like when they do this, though, like to help me out. Reconfirm that what my intuition already said, what I was hearing or feeling was already true. Major Arcana card 18, the moon, could be what this Pisces is about. It's mirroring the Queen of Summer. Again, but it's also about heightened intuition and perhaps emotions, love, emotion, not knowing what's happening, what's to come. Not having all the information because the universe doesn't want you to have it all yet. On a 3D level, this can also be about secrets. Somebody has withheld something from you. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. And the feminine subconscious, the Queen of Winter, experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. It's the moon between Gemini and Capricorn. Or the energy, maybe, between these two moons. The Queen of Winter is, in fact, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. As it relates to the tarot, she'd be an Aquarius first and foremost because she's the queen. And Aquarius is the fixed sign of the element of winter, or swords, or air. She's experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, to clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. As I was reading that, I paused because I heard something else about Jupiter, which also enters Capricorn around this time on the 21st, 12/21. So there you got those, just like the 12/12 Gemini moon. The next one, 12/21, Jupiter enters Capricorn. So again, for us Geminis, there's a boost, opportunity, maybe in finances, assets, and material life, because and things that we share. So they could be, getting a house together with somebody, moving in together, or coming into some abundance that is shared. One person gets a job, the other person benefits. It can be anything like that too. Contrarily, sometimes it can have to do with shared losses. But with Jupiter brings gifts, and often brings gifts towards the end of a transit. And so it will be ending its transit in Sagittarius, which it rules, and moving into Capricorn, where it will be for like a year. So that's what I'm getting. Something's starting to stir now in connection to all of these things. But I keep telling you that there's been a series of dates that are all connected. And so this is just another example of that. Crowning in general is the Two of Winter. Procrastination and worrying about what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Well, for the feminine, that could be coming up because, again, she doesn't have all the information. She doesn't know what comes next. And so she's afraid to make a decision before she, because she doesn't know what comes next. It's like, what if I choose wrong? And that's why it's telling you to listen to what your body is telling you, what your intuition is telling you in both cases when you're making this decision. At the root, foundation, Major Arcana card 1, the Magician. Remember I said this is about something that you're manifesting. It's coming. You continue to manifest it. It's not going to be here tomorrow, but it's coming. Major Arcana card 1, the Magician, represents the sign of Gemini and the planet Mercury in the tarot. There's magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. And at the heart of the matter, talking about abundance, Major Arcana card 3, the Empress. And I just mentioned in a post of mine on Facebook that Gemini also equals 3. It's the third sign in the zodiac: Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Major Arcana card Empress 3. It represents the planet Venus, which is one of Gemini's rulers. So it's sitting here atop this Gemini, Also represents the signs of Libra and Taurus. So it's crossing these two. And of course, Venus is the queen of abundance. She's both the planet and goddess of love and abundance. That means money and relationships. Okay? And is sitting here in between these two cards that could be representative of Pisces and Neptune, which is the ruler of like the deepest level of love. And, the depth, like she's the ruler of love, but this is like the deepest, most unconditional of all loves, is ruled by Neptune and Pisces. So this is very, very interesting. Could mean a lot for relationships, could mean a lot for your pocket, could mean a lot in terms of stuff that you own and whatnot too. All beginning to stir, may require you to put forth some work. It's 50-50, right? Half you, half the universe. Like the dice said, it's 50-50. And it's about creativity. Threes are not only about abundance and about Gemini energy, the Magician and manifestation, but also about creativity. So it's like coming up with creative ways to help to bring about your own abundance. So this abundance will require some work on your part. And that's also very Capricorn, right? Capricorn, considered the workhorse of the zodiac. So this is telling you, get moving. You got any ideas? Put them into action. Now's the time. Even if you don't know about the future, now's the time to listen to your intuition. Your body is guiding you. Your soul is guiding you to make a particular decision and take a particular action or not. It's time to pay attention to that. And without this energy, throw this out. Right? This is warning you that you could miss out on an opportunity like this, right? You could let some sort of life pass you by, and you might, what you could miss out on. I called one of the readings that I did, one of the collective readings, I was a warning. I said, make a decision or risk being stuck in a Capricorn transit or stuck out of it, right? Left out. People are going to be moving forward through a gateway. There's a huge ascension coming. I talked about this with the full moon reading that I just did. I felt it. I saw it in the cards. I showed you guys where it was coming up in the cards. And so we're going to be leaving some people behind that don't make the transition, energetically or frequency wise, vibration wise. We're going to be leaving some people behind in terms of dimensional reality. They're not moving up. They're not like, it's like when you graduate or when you go to the next grade in school and some friends, they blew it, right? The final came and they blew it. And so you leave them, but you continue on in school. That's what's going to be happening in life. And that could be what this represents. Like potentially missing because you're not expecting anything, and so you're not putting anything forth, and your eyes aren't open. And you've just dropped out of the world. All right, so be careful of this. Further advice to the masculine, right? Abundance that is earned. You got to put in the work, but then it's coming. The 3 of autumn, your most satisfying and profitable career, relationship to anything in your life really, comes from following your passion. So in terms of making this decision, it's what you want, not what somebody else wants, not what society wants or deems is correct. Following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. Kind of tongue-tied on that one. And for the feminine, what I say? Transition, right? Transformation, moving forward through the gateway. Next stage. Major Arcana card 13, release or death, is all about transformation, as is the energy of Scorpio, which it represents. The peacock on here that's pictured. Peacocks are all about transformation and transition as well. It's time to release the past and to move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. So the ending came with the full moon. The new beginnings are coming with the new moon, as well as when that transit occurs, like I said. So 12/12, 12/21, working in tandem together. I may post this for everyone to see, a Friday the 13th daily, and not just you Patreons. We'll see. In any case, I'll be back for you guys on Monday, and I'll be back for the collective over the weekend with the weekly love reading and the weekly general reading. Namaste.